Counsel, I only have 3 minutes, but you have received what I'm going to say and more in written complaints. White Assistant Chief Dwight Cross is on YouTube committing a crime against me. No investigation. White Assistant Chief Anita Holder solicited me to commit a felony. No criminal investigation. Ken Miller set up an operation to entrap and arrest me at a community meeting. I was warned through GPD officers. Where is the investigation? A Black City employee exposed himself in public and was correctly charged with a crime. A white city employee exposed himself on camera, in public, on duty, in uniform, and had his penis sucked, possibly by force. The white officer was not charged with a crime. A white officer assaulted another officer by pointing a gun at the victim in a locker room altercation. He was not charged with a crime. Black citizen Lamont Armstrong was released from prison after being falsely convicted of murder. Among other things, the DA indicated that Mr. Armstrong had been framed. Ken Miller refuses to investigate the white officers that framed Mr. Armstrong. Lamont Pride shot and tried to kill a black male citizen. Pride fled to New York. NYPD captured Pride and contacted GPD. GPD refused to extradite Pride because it was a black-on-black crime. Pride killed a white NYPD officer 3 weeks after his release in New York. A white officer referred to a Hispanic officer as a, quote, wetback, end quote. Ken Miller gave the offending officer no discipline. Ken Miller sent an email from his BlackBerry to the entire GPD supporting the offending officer and indicating that the city was searching for, quote, ways to silence the individuals, end quote, that make complaints. The email also encouraged the offending officer to file a lawsuit for the right to use the epithet without consequence. Ken Miller falsely led the community to believe that narcotics were being sold at the beloved community center. Ken Miller did not investigate or discipline the white officer that originally forwarded the false information. White GPD for professional standards officers lied on Reverend Nelson Johnson in a document. The lie was used to terminate a Hispanic officer. Ken Miller has not investigated the officers that lied. Ken Miller had a standing order for officers not to go to the Faith Community Church to take complaints. Black officer Joseph Pryor was accused of an assault. He was investigated criminally and administratively. A white officer assaulted and used excessive force on 87-year-old Eva Foster. The white officer violated her 4th Amendment right, unlawful seizure, and 14th Amendment right, equal protection under the law. You know the officer was in violation because you paid Ms. Foster $15,000. Ken Miller refused to investigate and protects the dangerous officer. Ken Miller is a racist. Ken Miller, I know you're sick tonight, but when you come back, I need you to come to the podium and explain why you are a racist. First black mayor, Yvonne Johnson. Are you going to remain silent, condone corrupt discrimination, and continue to embarrass yourself, or are you going to have the racist Ken Miller investigated and terminated? I guess you're going to remain silent. Have a good night.